Hello again, welcome back to Asgard, and welcome back to Enigmatica 6 Expert. So today we're going to be picking back up basically where we left off. You know, we were looking for a new base, we had found the desert. We were really thinking, this might be the place. So anyways, we're going to jump back into it and hopefully get started on setting us up a place to live. So anyways, this is like this is a big desert, which is actually kind of what I was looking for originally, but I think I like this area down here a bit more, just because it's got a lot more character, and it'll still work perfectly fine for what I have in mind. And we haven't done a desert style build in a really long time, so okay, right in here I'm gonna go ahead and just dump off all this stuff, and we're gonna go back over to the teleporter and we'll start moving. By the way, this Knowledge of the Ages... Oh, yes, food. Knowledge of the Ages is actually coming in extremely useful. Because we're going to be able to level and unlock those additional trinket slots like super easy. Because even just killing fish, it's just like mega experience. And it's only... Of course, it's only Knowledge of the Ages 1, so... Sheep. Boom, boom. Even you. There we go. I need levels. Actually, oh yeah, we've got enough. Let's go ahead and unlock the next one. So now we need 30 levels. But I definitely want to get this Waystone unlocked. Because this is... I mean, it's a little bit of a ways, but... Oh, perfect. Okay. We do need experience in this one. Good to know now. Okay, well... I guess somebody probably renamed that, right? Sandy City. Let's go find something to kill. Honestly, for XP, well, that's not really water, though. That we probably have a lot of fish. Let's just go down here. And, we'll just check this out. Oh, that's such a nice find, getting the umbrella. We're getting really lucky on trinkets at the moment. And this big redwood forest is kind of nice. Oh, there's a big mushroom. Those generally have spawners in them, so I guess we could make use of that. I'll take this. I'll tell you what, I'm going to take these pistons. For sure. Nope. I've got an infinite durability shield now, so... Alright. Yeah, you guys just do your thing. And don't follow me. I've got enough levels to warp. And I'm going to start basically moving all of our stuff at this point. And then I'm going to do just a little bit of, kind of a little bit of building. Okay, so I'm going to start moving all this stuff over. It's not really ideal, but it's my fault for not figuring out exactly what I wanted to build before I just set out, you know. And basically between each teleport, I am going to have to farm up. I'm going to farm up a little bit of experience. But that's okay. There's plenty of animals around to kill or something. Like over here there's yaks. And with Knowledge of the Ages, actually, I know what we should kill. There we go. 9 levels. Oh, Knowledge of the Ages, you're too good. I mean, I could get some beeswax and make a backpack. And we might even be able to buy honeycombs, too. So, yeah, we'll probably go by that village on the way through. I mean, we could get honeycombs from the bees. I don't know what it takes to make the manual centrifuge, because it might even be better just to do that. A bit of iron and some basic stuff. Yeah, that, honestly, it might be worth just doing that. Okay, I wanted to show you, I was in the village. I was looking to see if there's a bee trader, but there's a book inside of this chest. So we're going to definitely take that for sure. Oh, and there's soybeans. I want those. Oh, bunny hop. Ha ha. It's boosted jump height, and it means we can't take damage from falling. We are getting all my favorite stuff from artifacts today. There are bounty boards. I'm not really looking to do bounty boards because I don't have all this stuff, but Maybe once I get all my stuff moved, but... Conjure Mage Block. We do have Sylph Shards. I'm going to go ahead and take those. Ooh, an Iron Pick. A free Iron Pick. I mean, it's not like iron's that big of a deal, but I'll definitely take it. I did steal one of the banners. See if I can copy it. Oh, another book. And another book. Oh, here we go. You are the guy I'm looking for. Mr. Beekeeper. Filled bee jar with bees or beeswax blocks. I need the beeswax blocks. I'm going to go ahead and buy 3. That way he levels up. Honestly, I wouldn't mind just buying a bee too. What do you got? A forest bee or an icy bee? Oh, 64 emeralds though. Well, that's fine. I've got the beeswax. I'm not worried about the rest of it. Oh, there's a waystone. Awesome. And for our backpack, we're going to need the leather stripes. We're going to need the canvas, which is straw. We can get that. The beeswax. And then we need the scented sticks. Let's go ahead and grab those honeycombs. You can use ender pearl infinitely. Wow. And then let me get some iron out of here. And we're going to get ourselves our iron knife. Okay, I'm going to have to cut up a couple of these. I'm definitely going to gather up these for sure. But let me go get some wood. And yeah, I guess I need to use vein miner at this point, right? Glass shard trinket. What is this? Cobwebs can be destroyed just by walking on them. Okay. I'm not going to equip that one right now, I don't think. But that one could be useful for, like, mine shafts, you know. Okay, so for our scented sticks, let's go ahead and get these. I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of these turned into scented sticks, because I don't need those just loose honeycombs. And then we're going to take our knife out, and we're going to chop some grass. So for our canvas, let's go ahead and get that. Oh, actually, I do need a bit of it, don't I? Okay. This area right here is perfect. Right here, we can get a lot of grass. There's 49. Okay. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get ourselves a bit of canvas. We're going to get ourselves... let's go ahead and get a few baskets, because I know we're going to need these later, actually, for drawers. There is our backpack. Okay, so let me go ahead and check my controls really quick. And we're going to go ahead and throw this guy on. There we go. And we're going to fill this thing up with stuff. Oh, we got bananas. And I'm going to continue moving things, and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, I got everything moved over to here. And before I left, I did get a bunch of dirt, just vein mined it, and I got a bunch of coal. Broke my pick down and everything, which I think I've got. Yeah, I've got this pick. Let's go ahead and take that, and let's go ahead down here, because there's that desert temple, and I'm curious about that red desert temple. I'm going to get the TNT down here, because if I recall, these are all trap chests. I know it's kind of dark. I didn't bring any torches, I'm sorry. Alright, so what do we got? Mostly junk. Nuke virus. Phalanx. We got another charm of sinking. And aqua affinity. And whoopee cushion. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to head back up. And I'm going to go farm sand. I'm basically going to be farming it unless they're... Let me see something. The light whale... Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm going to be farming sand. Okay, I wanted to show you. I've been mining sand, which I'm about to head back because I'm out of berries. But I see something I want. This guy right here. Oh no! No! No, this umbrella is not working in my favor whatsoever there. There we go. Oh, but I killed it with knowledge of the ages. No. Oh, well. It is what it is. I'm sure where I'm living, I'm sure I'll come across more. But that is unfortunate. I didn't even think about it. But what do we have down here? I broke my pick, but I'm curious. Oh, we got an ender pearl. We will take it. And another ender pearl. And pigs. Awesome. Okay, we're going to dump all that. Actually, I need the cobblestone to get out of here. I was wanting to make lightning charges. Oh, well. At least, the nice thing is, blitzes, they spawn in the desert. And guess what? We're going to be living in the desert. It's actually not... It wasn't really my purpose to live here just because of that fact, but that is a plus side. That is a nice upside to it. Because we will have access to those. Because that's one route that we can go as far as getting to lightning. Getting to where we can conjure lightning. And we're going to need that to actually start into, from what I noticed, basically magic in general. So once I get a weapon together that's not knowledge of the ages, we should be able to get one of those fairly easy, because there's a pretty good chance that we'll run across them. But we are up to level 25. Let me grab this XP. And we do have a quest here that tells us about Alex's mobs. There's a bunch of these like that. So you can pretty easily get like trinkets unlocked early on. And this tells us there's bounties in the cities. Sounds good. We're going to go ahead and unlock. Now we've got 4 trinket slots. Oh, and just remember that you can do all your chiseled stuff and all your chip stuff through the stone cutter. So... just a heads up there. You don't really have to make the tables and the chisels and all that stuff. Just get a stone cutter. Honestly, what's the recipe for the portable stone cutter? Because it would actually be extremely useful in this. We're going to need a pressure plate, 2 redstone, stone cutter, and an anvil. I don't know if I've got enough iron made up. I might make that. It's not a big rush, but that is something that I would like to get. Yeah, I've got enough iron, but I don't have enough iron made up right now. No, wait a second. Maybe I do. Yeah, actually, we do. Just enough. In fact. That's some weird how it worked out that way, but we will take it. We'll just go right here. Throw all that down. Boom. And there is our portable stone cutter. Alright. This thing is going to be extremely useful for us, as we move forward, because of course then we can just do this. And we can see more items on it, you know, at a time, and we can use it portably. And of course, in addition, if I was to grab this, we grab all of that, you can see it doesn't even have durability. So it's basically a chisel, a chipped thing, and a stone cutter. Plus it does like all the macaw roofs and stuff like that in an infinite durability portable item. So super useful if you're planning on doing a lot of building. So what do we get as a reward? Scavenger's Delight. We got prismatic cobwebs. That's really nice. And Kenoff fiber. Not as nice, but that's okay. I'm actually trying to get another heart. Speaking of, I'm not sure if it's in the Akashic Tome for the book. Because I should go ahead and get the Akashic Tome. I already feel like I need to get, like, organized. And I just got a base, basically. Alright, let's go ahead and get the Akashic Tome. Spice of Life Care Edition. Perfect. To get to the first heart, it's 25 foods. Okay. And we can get up to 10 food. 10 hearts, I mean. 637 foods tasted. It'll take a little... I mean, technically I could probably just eat some of these fish. These raw fish and stuff that we've got in one of these chests. And probably kick through it pretty quick. I might start working on that. Oh, I just got a Butcher's Cleaver trinket. Chance of dropping bones when killing animals. That is actually pretty good. We're going to equip that one for sure. So, we did get our third trinket that we're actually going to use. because here pretty soon we're probably going to have animals up and going. Okay, we actually just got the lunch bag trinket. Oh, the golem knockback resist. Oh, I wish I had knockback resistance. But we are definitely going to equip the lunch bag. And I killed a raiding party, but I killed them with my cleaver so I didn't get a banner. It's probably worth us eating our berries when we have really low hunger, so that if it does trigger that saturation, we get like full effect from it. But hopefully we won't be eating berries too much longer. Okay, and I just wanted to pop you guys in because we actually just unlocked another trinket. I got it while I was tilling the field right next to this one. Okay, that broke. But we did get the Magneto trinket. We can collect items and XP orbs in range of a 10 by 10 when activated. And it is activated by right-clicking the air with an empty hand or bind a key. Okay. I have lunch bag, butcher's cleaver, horseshoe, slingshot. I'd rather have all 4 of these than a magnet, to be honest. At least at the moment. It might be something that we use like occasionally or something. But I think for general purpose, I don't really care to have a magnet, to be honest. But you can see I am expanding out the farms in this area. And then we're going to have this central structure right here. And I considered turning these into, like, crafting them with a bowl. But it's less of a chance that we're going to trigger that saturation. So I think I'm just going to stick with regular berries, to be honest. Okay, we just got a new trinket. I was laying out some mystical flowers. And we got one called Creepo. Creeper targeting you will not spawn an explosion. That's quite nice, actually. I'm assuming that it's going to make us basically creeper-proof. It's possible that the creepers could target a skeleton or something like that, maybe, and explode, because it only says that creepers targeting us don't spawn an explosion. But still, I mean, 9 times out of 10, creepers aren't really going to do much of anything, I guess. I meant to be doing all these colors as I went around, but that's okay. But I'm just laying out mystical flowers, because what I'm thinking is there's actually 10 spices that run down this. 8 mystical flowers and 2 of the 2 tall vanilla flowers, like peony, sunflower, roses, down through on each side. Just so that we've got them, and, you know, it adds a little bit of color to our base, or to our agriculture area, basically. And we do have sugarcane back here. I'm planning on fountains, actually pouring the water into this once I build up the walls and stuff. And actually, since I want grass right now, how far is this? Like, if I wanted to run grass over. We never checked that either. It's a little bit far for grass, though. So, I don't know. We may just wait until we get Silk Touch. Alright, I'm assuming that purely was down here. Let's take a look. See what kind of treasures we can find. Oh, we got sheep. Perfect. I will happily take sheep. And we got rabbits. Wow, okay. I love those bottles, by the way. I mean, it's just the shrink mod, which we covered a bit back. Oh, and we got llamas. Alright. We're getting like a whole farm to start. But yeah, I think it would probably be a little bit much to run grass up there. We'll probably just wait till we get Silk Touch. It'll be a whole lot easier. Because really we could push for Silk Touch. I kind of wanted to get farms in place before we really did anything else. You know. Because I want to push straight on to like decent food. And I want to make it look nice while we're doing it. So that's the purpose of all this. But that is actually all the mystical flower colors I have at the moment. I have 8 at the moment, and I actually don't have any of the 2 tall flowers. We passed some, I just never had inventory space for them. So, okay, I've been working on it for a bit longer, and I did get a few more seeds. I went out a few more different types of seeds, because I went out back to our old base just briefly, just because I had forgotten to completely unclaim that area, and I noticed it on the map, and I was like, oh yeah, I should probably go do that. And I did pick up roses and peonies and a few additional mystical flowers. So I have expanded out just a little bit here. Like I said, just building, really. And this is all hemp and flax, so we have lots of string and immersive engineering stuff. because I know we're going to need it. And then I've been working on the inside a little bit. These are yucca leaves, so you will take damage if you touch them. But it's actually been kind of funny because I have flies in this area a lot, and they keep, I guess, landing on the yucca leaves and dying. So a lot of times whenever I come through here, there's just maggots laying on the yucca leaves, which is a food source. Just in case you were wondering. But I've done the insides. We've done some Mr. Crayfish fences down through here. And then I've done this chipped glass up through the top a little bit, and getting ready to run this towards the center and figure out if I want to bring the center up and have it raised, which I may end up doing because I may end up having these come out and then like a little pillar, like a fence, not really a pillar, but like just like a fence there where they intersect. And I did put our fruit trees in. I love these little fruit trees. So a couple things that I want to do though, really quick. I do want to try... Not really try, but I want to see about one thing. I want to see what is all on offer, because we do have some emeralds kind of floating about. Let's go ahead and get ourselves some red wool, and then let's get ourselves a market from farming with 4 blockheads. And we'll just set this up. It doesn't really matter at the moment. We'll just put it here. Boom, there he is. Okay, so he's got all the different seeds, as you might expect. He does sell bushes. Okay, I was going to tell Tyler, because I told him I was going to try something, because he asked about if you could grow those with bone meal, which you can't. Oh, wow, he's got better end forage stuff. Undergarden stuff. Oh, wow, so an atom. I know I've mentioned this in past series. It's technically pronounced atum, but I just pronounce it atom. Oh wow, we got wisteria saplings. We've got all the different crop saplings. I always feel like these are really overpowered. And we have cave centipede spawn eggs and cockroach spawn eggs. I was just kind of curious about that. I want to see what all was on offer. I may pick up some additional seeds and some additional bushes, maybe some additional fruit trees, because I've only got a few different varieties. And how many emeralds do I actually have in my big pile of junk? 45. So we should be good to purchase some. Also, I wanted to go ahead. I know my inventory is so nice. I know you're like super jealous. Let's go ahead and eat ourselves a banana. There we go. We got another heart. I checked the book and I knew I was at 24 out of 25. Okay, so what do we need for the next tier? 50. Which honestly, we've probably got enough foods around here. If I was to cook some things and do some little basic recipes, we could probably get up to 2 hearts fairly quickly. There's a lot of stuff that I'm growing right now that I haven't even ate. And now we have the emerald munchers, so it's like, yeah, we could probably easily push to 50. Okay, so let's go ahead now and take a look at grain, protein, sugar. Okay, what do we got up here? We have the honey glazed ham, which is 4.5% on those 4. Do we have anything that's all 5? I don't think so. Omu rice and honey glazed ham, maybe? What is omu rice? Eggs, tomatoes, any form of rice, turnips, or any kind of vegetable, and sugar. Okay, this is actually super easy for omu rice. And then there's the jam bar, which is granola. I wonder if you get the bowls back, or if I've got to feed wood into that. And then we'd have to use glass here. I wonder if we get the bottles back. The honey glazed ham is better if we could pull that off, which I'm willing to bet that we can't, just because I believe the... Oh yeah, this doesn't require the cooking pot though. No, we do need the cooking pot here, that's right. Jam bar it is. Yeah, let's try this out real quick. Let's go ahead and get some bottles, and let's get some bowls. I'm actually going to save my wheat, and we're going to use oats. Make ourselves some proper oatmeal. Oh, yay, those don't stack. And then we just need peanuts and sugar, and I've got plenty of sugar cane. Okay, so we can get the granola. So there's that. It's going to be a little bit obnoxious to craft with the whole bowl thing. Yeah, it consumes the bowls. I hate that. Never makes any sense to me. But I mean, it's a little bit of wood. It's not terrible, and it does make a really saturating food. And then we have the jam part of things, which is just sugar and basically any kind of berry. I've actually got these. This will be fine. Oh no, it's that way. What was I trying to make? Oh, I was trying to make mulberry jam. Yeah, so we can just make this jam, which also doesn't stack. And then we can make the jam bars, which does give the bottles back. So we'll have to input wood, basically. But we don't even need sugar for this, so... yeah, that's actually pretty good. That'll give us jam bars, and then for the omu rice... for the omu rice, I'll have to get chickens in place. And honestly, we could start making like BLTs and stuff here soon enough. But honestly, just like baked sweet potato, which I do have sweet potato seeds. That's 10% on vegetables. So it should probably fill up our vegetable food group fairly quickly. I think I need to spread these out. No, I don't. I have plenty of them. And I need to get these grapes trellised. Honestly, the only reason I haven't yet, because it's fully grown right now, it's ready to trellis, but the only reason I haven't is because I'm debating if I actually just want to move it. So I've got to decide if I want to get that moved or not. But there's our sweet potatoes, which technically they're 4.5% on their own. But I'll just throw them into here. We'll get that going. And that's going to give us all of our food groups. Not to mention a lot of saturation. So we can kind of move away from just eating berries at this point. They did fine. Oh, and we actually get 20, looks like 20 something seconds of 20% speed boost. And baked sweet potatoes, those don't have a ton of saturation or anything like that. But if we take a look here, yeah, you can see we're 18%, 3%, 3%, 10%, 3%. So we'll be able to steadily start moving up these food groups and pushing to hopefully maximum nutrition. Okay, I've been working on the inside for a bit, but I was tilling some more ground, and I got the spider. You can climb the wall like a spider. That might be one. I need to actually work on getting some XP. I was going to set up a fish farm here soon. Honestly, I want to keep this for right now, because when I'm killing animals, it's going to give me more experience because of that. I'm probably going to drop lunch bag at this point. Like, it's alright, but it doesn't proc that often, and now that we're eating better food, we could honestly drop that, I think, and we'll take the spider. So now we can just climb up walls and hang on walls, and unfortunately I can't hold shift on the wall like I would be able to, you know, with a ladder or something like that. But yeah, I'm starting to bring these fields out a little bit. Okay, I have been just kind of continuing to expand a little bit. I'm about to actually be buying some seeds and going through and making sure that we've got basically all of them steadily. So we've got quite a few seeds to get in place, but I'd like to go ahead and expand our farms a bit. But what we can do at this point, let's go ahead, and I've been organizing, and that way we can, you know, we can grab, you know, a variety of things here. Oh, and these have iron. Let's go ahead and grab those. And that way we can just kind of come in this room, hit this button, and everything that's already slotted will get put away. And then we can just put away whatever's left, you know. And got our backpack cleaned out, of course. But let's go ahead at this point. And I would like to go ahead and make ourselves some patterns. And that way we can go ahead and upgrade to crafting stations. And we're going to set this up right here. It's detecting the wrong chest. Come on now. This is like extra miscellaneous stuff for now. There we go. Now if I put this back down, will it save what it's got? Nope. Okay. Well, in that case, I'm just going to make these be the extra miscellaneous ones, because I want this one to connect to our food thing. And that way we can go through. I've got to get some more oats farmed up. That's fine. But that way we can go through and just craft from here. And then we can get our jam. And then we can easily get our granola. I do have to craft this still one at a time, but that's okay. And then we can get our jam bars. Just so we can kind of speed this up. And we may upgrade food a bit more later on. I mean, right now, I've been eating the baked sweet potatoes a little bit. But you can see, I mean, this stuff has went up. And I'm thinking that we could probably get full 100 because we're only eating off 2 foods. And as long as we're eating jam bars about 3 times before we eat a baked sweet potato, it should balance out. So I was just trying to get something set up a little bit easier. I may expand on the amount of oats that we've got though, since it is like kind of important. It's really the only thing that's keeping me from making a bunch of jam bars right now. So I am probably going to expand on the amount of oats that we've got. Luckily, I've got fields at the ready, and I haven't really been keeping up with gathering the oats. I just kind of gathered them just now. That was like the first time since the last recording. Let's see. Can I do? If I break this, okay, get it back. Great. Let's actually move this over, and we'll run oats down through here. Because honestly, I think we're gonna have enough farmland to be farming everything. And I've been like half AFK a lot because I've been editing a lot of footage, catching up on editing because I was a bit behind. So I'm pretty much all caught up now. So now I can actually focus on doing things in a timely manner and not being like half AFK trying to do things. It's always a little bit more difficult. But I've gotten everything from over here out of the way. I still have to sort that box that has the mystical agriculture stuff, and that's kind of stuff that I'm working on at the moment. Stuff that I'm working on in here, so, or about to plant, that sort of stuff. So, but anyways, I'm going to continue working on this, but I'm about to start basically checking through the seeds, like sorghum, soybean, spinach, and then I would go through. I do know that I've got sorghum planted. I'll probably need to gather and make sure I've got seeds of everything that I have planted before I start this. But I'm going to be going through and just making sure that we've got all the different seeds. Including ones from like Adam and stuff like that. Luckily, light actually hasn't been that important because people sleep through pretty much every night, like almost as soon as it starts. So it actually hasn't been a huge concern for us. And you'll notice that Kenaf, whenever you harvest it, it actually replants itself, which is kind of cool. It's not harvested with a right click. You do have to break it, but it does replant itself. So, and by the way, something that is really, really nice at this point, since we are organized, is I can run over, like, whenever my inventory gets full, and I'm actually going to go ahead and grab these out. Whenever my inventory gets full, I can just run over somewhere over in here and just click that, and it's going to suck everything out of my inventory. And let me go ahead and remove this. We'll grab Magneto. And we'll go ahead and activate that. The only thing about this magnet is keeping that empty inventory space. Can be a little bit difficult, but it's not too bad. Because you do have to right click with an empty hand every time that you want to pull things in, you know. Plus a lot of these seeds I did not have slotted, so. And I know not everything in this chest technically is a food, but I'm just storing it all in here. Basically everything from the farms. Okay, I bought pretty much all of these seeds, like the simple farming, what we were missing, you know. And I did notice, I came across, we actually need amber gems for the Better End Forge stuff. I don't think we can actually plant most of this at the moment, but that's okay. And then we also need golden coins for the stuff from Adam, and we need regalium ingots from the stuff from Undergarden. So we do actually have to do the progression to get those. So I really like that, you know, they went through and actually, they added them, but you do have to actually have gone to the dimension to access those. But I was able to get, like, the glow canes, and I went ahead and I picked up palm saplings from Oh the Biomes Will Go and from Project Vibrant Journeys, as well as Joshua. And I did get some avocado saplings. There are some at spawn, like some trees, but I don't want to break those because, you know, I've got the emeralds and maybe somebody else needs them. And then I got all 4 colors of wisteria because I will probably end up wanting some of those as well as we begin kind of decorating this out. But I also did get trees planted. I'm probably going to spend the last of my emeralds on bushes, and I may end up having to go out and try to find some additional bushes as well. But I got everything that wasn't like a special case crop planted in. So we do have a bunch of stuff down through here. And I did pull off, oh, that's already grown. That was quick. It's mango. And I do have orange, apple, and cherry. Those are the only ones that I'm missing. And Which I know technically we can get apples from oaks, but it was just quicker to spend 1 emerald. Save me a little bit of time there. I did pull back 1 thing of our oats for chicory root as well, just so it could be here next to marshmallow root. By the way, golden coins, I've mentioned this before. I was curious if there was a crafting recipe for it, but there's not. But we're going to have to actually basically sieve sand, more or less, to try to get that. Let's see. Let's go ahead and take a look at this point at the composters. I wonder what Compote does. I'm not familiar with that mod. It seems like it's basically does some kind of an expansion to the composter of some sort. But let's go ahead. Honestly, because I want to, at this point, I want to keep spreading stuff, and I also want to get saplings grown and start getting wood and additional saplings. I'm going to go ahead and make a couple composters, but we're going to set these up like probably in here, honestly. So we can do basically this back wall here for now, and this is a perfect use for all of our like additional seeds and stuff like that, because I've got a bunch of them in my my tasty maggots here. Let me throw those into there. But let me get, I'm pretty sure all of these can be composted. Yeah. So this is basically where all these extra seeds are going to end up going, is to the composter. And we're going to start turning all of this into bone meal. Let me go ahead and get a couple hoppers. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a chest here, a chest here. Let's put our composter right there. And let's put another hopper here. And really, I guess we only really need 1 composter set up like this, and I'll have just like basically decorative composters. And then what we can do is we can take all of our seeds. Wait, they have to go on top. Yeah, so I'll have to do something like that instead. Directional input and all. Let's go ahead and do that. And so what's going to happen is once this composter fills up, then the hopper's going to be able to pull from this. You know, we use this back on like vanilla stuff, vanilla setups, and that way we can just kind of automate bone meal for basically the cost of our seeds, and we can even go a step further and throw in all this stuff, because honestly I'm not using a lot of this stuff. I'm just farming it because it's here, and because I want all the foods. So I might throw some of this stuff into there as well. And honestly, I could probably just get rid of this seed, this excess seeds, because now we're going to start sending all of our excess seeds into making compost. And I think I've got everything I want to spend emeralds on right this second. Now, eventually, we are going to try to get all the saplings put out, but for right now, that'll be good. You know, I've got the ones that I actually need, so. Okay, now at this point, I would like to go ahead. Let's get another hopper. And then let's get, let's take a look at drawers. And I would like to go ahead and get an acacia drawer. I think. This pack doesn't have ice and fire, does it? No, I didn't think so. But I am actually out of acacia saplings. By the way, all these flower boxes, we're going to end up having just assorted flowers in those once I get a chance. I'll start filling those up with flowers here pretty soon. Just add a little bit of color and life to it. I actually had a bunch of acacia wood because I was growing it in the back. But then I ended up stopping because this is now melon farms. We have cantaloupe, squash, honeydew. It's like 2 rows, 1 row. And then over here we have pumpkins, melons, and then more squash, single row. Of course, sometimes it battles for those, but I don't actually, it doesn't matter what grows. It's just something there, you know. All right, so let's go ahead and get ourselves our basket. And let's get just an acacia drawer. There we go. Oh, I gotta make another block chest here pretty soon. At some point. And then let's go ahead and pull up farming for blockheads. And we're going to make a couple things here. We're going to make ourselves a chicken nest for starters. And then we're also... I had some, but I think I ate them all. when I needed food. And they're not default recipe. I was thinking, well, they'll be default recipe. I don't need those. They're not default recipe. Do we have any other mods that add troughs? The Quark feeding trough. Okay, that'll work as well. I think it does like the exact same thing, so. Does it have to be... No, any kind of planks and any kind of gates. Perfect. So let's get our Quark feeding trough. I know my inventory's great. I'll get everything sorted again. It was like really, really sorted, and then I started building again, and now it's not. Oh, by the way, we did get 2 additional trinkets. We got Piggy. You can ride a saddled pig without the need of carrots on a stick. Also, the pig's movement speed is faster than the actual speed. That's actually kind of nice. So, we probably won't get pigs set up this episode, because I'm still kind of expanding out my farms and stuff. But we will be getting our pigs set up here fairly soon and starting to breed those and kill them and all that. And that's going to be quite nice. And then we also have Wither Nail, you withering enemies. So, I'm assuming that we deal wither to enemies. We're actually going to use that when we go out fighting things, but I don't have a whole lot of XP right now because I've been spending most of it on teleports because I had to go out, I had to get dirt, I had to get sand and so on. So, but anyways, we're going to put our acacia drawer in here, and we're going to put in our hopper. At least we were able to make the chicken nest. That was the most important thing. The trough I can live without if I need to, but we're going to put that in there. And what that's going to do is that's going to auto-collect any eggs. It doesn't cover a very big area, but it's going to cover plenty of area for our little chicken coop here. And then we can take our... Well, let's go ahead and put in our trough right back there. And then we're going to put in our chickens. And I get a couple free bottles out of it. Okay, so now let's go grab ourselves some seeds. And I believe the Quark one works the exact same as the farming for blockheads one, but we'll find out. So we just throw our seeds in there, and they're going to start eating it. There we go. Actually, it's a little bit better because it's... oh, but it doesn't... I wonder why you're not eating anything. He's just like, I don't know about these seeds. I'm a little unsure about these seeds. Why do you not want to eat those? They're fine, I promise. Okay. There we go. I think it works about the same, but I think it might just be a little buggy or something. Or maybe he just doesn't like... Oh, I was about to make a light because it got dark all of a sudden. Maybe he just doesn't like our seeds. I don't know. Okay, now if we give this a little bit, they should lay some eggs, and then what's going to happen is the chicken nest is going to auto-collect those, and it's just going to dump them down into the hopper, where they're going to get deposited into our drawer, which will be quite nice. Now, we did complete a couple quests here. The Mr. Crayfish, we're going to go ahead and take that. We got Tobacco Crab Cheese, California. Speed, saturation, fire resistance. Oh, okay. So Sushi Go gives you buffs, and really nice buffs. Speed, saturation, and fire resistance, all level 4. I mean, that's saturation alone, and it's 70 saturation. What is this? It seems like a very, very OP food method. So we may have to go with that, because you can see we can get grains, fruits, proteins, vegetables. It's possible that we could also get sugars into a sushi and have a 5... an all 5 food group sushi. We might start messing around with that. I don't know. We might mess around with it a little bit come next episode. But I also want to do some progression next episode because we've been doing a lot of farming and a lot of like food related stuff. And I'm actually doing pretty good on our stuff. I mean, I'm steadily getting there. It takes a little bit because I'm not just like chowing down constantly. But and then we also completed frame blocks. We get a framed hammer and a framed wrench. Good. Because I was actually about to make a framed hammer earlier. But I was like, well, I'll just wait till I need it. And I'm glad that I didn't. Because I didn't look at the quest. Scavenger's Delight. We got nether bricks and 4 ender pearls. That's not bad. Let me go over here, though. Because my inventory is starting to get a little bit precarious. And then we also completed the quest to make a drawer. We get an alchemist delight. And I think that's it. We got, wow, flask of shielding with absorption 4. And of course, 6 charges. Wow, okay, that's pretty good. If we ever fight anything strong, we'll have to keep that around. So, all right. So if we take a look, we have 4 chicken eggs in here. It is auto collecting them just fine. That's great. Can I breed you guys again? Let's find out. Yeah, it seems like only one chicken wants to eat from it, and the other one's like, meh, I'll pass. There we go. Now we got 5 chickens in there. I'm not going to go like super crazy, because if I'm not going to chunk load this until we get like some upgrades. And I was looking, void upgrade's not actually that bad. And we could actually, no, we need the aluminum. I mean, I could actually make this right now, but it would be expensive. I've actually got a decent amount of aluminum, because the nice thing is when you're vein mining dirt and sand and stuff off the surface, you find a ton of aluminum. Like, I've been needing dirt and sand, so I've been doing a lot of surface stuff. You know, I haven't even been down underground like yet. We haven't mined anything, because there's something I'd like to make, but it takes 2 diamonds. So I'm like, well, maybe next episode we'll end up doing a little bit of mining. But if you want to take a look at our progress thus far, I mean, I think we got a pretty good dent on the base. Of course, this is really just our agriculture area. What's going to be like our full out agriculture area. And we do need grass in this, but that's okay. We'll get grass when it's convenient. Until then, we're just going to have dirt. So, but we have most things that can be farmed, like basic seed type stuff. You know, we don't have chorus, and we don't have our vines and stuff in place. But we have most growable things that aren't like related to other dimensions and stuff like that. So we're still going to have farms that go out this way. I don't have rice down. I don't have seaweed down. I did purchase them, and they're in that chest out there. There's a couple things like that. Well, I don't have Sushi Go rice. I've got the other rice. I think a Sushi Go rice probably has to be grown in the water or something like that. The simple farming one is just a seed. But I imagine the Sushi Go rice is probably going to have something to do with water. I'm going to have to actually do a little bit of reading on that. I actually think... So we might get into that come next episode, honestly. I feel like it would be a good thing to go ahead and push into. Because honestly, I think with Sushi Go and getting our nutrition up, it's going to help a ton when it comes to fighting anything. Because stuff's going to be a whole lot easier for us. Let's see. Crops... rice. It needs to be grown underwater on dirt. Okay. That is easy enough. I've got, I'll basically set it up kind of like the sugar cane, you know. And then we have our little storage area here. And our automatic bone meal. By the way, stuff like quinoa fibers is great. I'm probably going to scale out quinoa fibers. And also we can use flax. Both of these are really, really good for making compost. So... because quinoa, you get the seeds and you also get a bunch of the fibers, and the fibers are 65% on the composting. Of course, that's 65% of an update. Yeah, chance to raise the composter's level by 1. But having really high chance stuff like that, super, super good, because it means that we're gonna chunk through bone meal a bit faster, and it helps us out quite a bit for making lots of bone meal, because I ran out of bone meal quick, so I've been running that composter. But yeah, that's the progress thus far, and like I said, we'll continue working on it, and adding more animals and growing areas and stuff like that. And of course, I've still got to finish the roof, and once we get a lot of bone meal built up, we're going to start into doing some compost and stuff like that. But I think it's a pretty good start at the moment. At this point, I know it's wrapping up point 4 of this episode, so we're going to end this one out here, but then next episode when we come back, we probably will delve into Sushi Go next episode, and we are probably going to start into maybe Create come next episode as well. So, anyways, with that, we're going to end out this episode here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, as always, be sure and hit that like button, and go ahead and subscribe if you're not already, to stay updated with when new videos come out, and I hope to see you guys next time. So until then, as always, do take care, stay safe, I'll see you guys then.